keep on this and having fun. If people that know who Jesus is can't have fun, something's wrong.
Amen.
I watched that TV, the thing called The Chosen. I believe that Jesus had fun. Lots of presence. A couple of announcements I'd like to make real quick. The first announcement is I've got something new for the church. I'm calling it the Mount Pleasant Bulletin Board. Okay? On the front side are the events that are coming up, the events that are normally happening all the time. And I've also included the summer camp dates because parents start asking right about now, when is youth camp, when is children's camp, when is day camp. So that's all down here at the bottom and you can see the dates. On the flip side of that sheet, I have the songs, a place to keep notes if you want to take notes on the message, and prayer requests just for this day. Now, in the past when we've done prayer requests, we would keep the same prayer request on for like months at a time. Well, we're not doing that no more. If you want a prayer request in, here's how you do it. There's a little card back there on the table. Now, don't tell me I'll forget, but there's a little card back there on the table. And you fill that little card out and put it in the offering plate right there on the table. And this card will get the prayer request right here for the next coming up Sunday. Okay? And then I'll take it off, unless I keep it on. So I might keep some on. Like for instance, Eric and Kathy Earle. Now Kathy and Eric Earle, Eric is the pastor at Horseshoe Bend First Baptist Church. It says, strength as they care for their son, Jonathan. Jonathan is in his mid-30s. He took some medication about 1.5 years ago and had one of the most bizarre reactions to medication that you can have in this country. It's only a handful of people have this happen to them every year. And what he did was he burned from the inside out. It was just unbelievably horrible. And he's been in burn centers. And when I say burned, his tissue burned, like a chemical burn. That kind of reaction to the medication. It's got a syndrome name. I can't even begin to pronounce it. Only a handful of people have this happen. And he's got issues with his eyes. He's got burn issues with his esophagus. And the insurance is all run out. And now he's back home with his mom and dad. So they've been going to the hospital in Little Rock, to the burn centers in Jonesboro. He's been all over the area. So I'm going to leave them on permanently until Jonathan, 2 or 3 years down the road, has healed enough. He's a miracle that he lived, and now he's a miracle that is healing. And they had a picture of him at the piano at Horseshoe Bend playing a little bit the other day. His eyesight's not come back yet. But anyway, so we may keep some folks on all the time, at least until they get totally healed. And then the upcoming mission work in Peru that we have coming up in a couple of months. That'll be there. But other requests might come and go. So if you have somebody you know that's sick, put them on here. Joey Conway is still running the fever. It's just can't get the fever down and keeping it down. So things like that. Anyway, fill out a card. It'll go on there. You'll have a record of that. And not only then will you have the announcements there, but you'll have the announcements here if you want to take something home and have with you. Okay? So that's that big, important announcement. Next big, important announcement. This is third Sunday. There's a fourth Sunday coming up. First Sunday in April, the Tiptons are going to be with us, and they're going to be singing. The Tiptons. Y'all should be going, oh, wow! Yeah, there you go. They called and asked if there was a time that they could come. They're trying to get back onto the schedules of churches. So we have the Tiptons with us 2 weeks from today. And there are some other things coming up in April. The Easter egg hunt up at the school. A sunrise service on Easter at 6 o'clock, followed by breakfast. Every Friday, don't forget, men, every Friday, we got a breakfast going downstairs. By the way, that's turning into quite an experience. We're going to have between 15 and 20 guys there every Friday from now until the Lord comes back. Join us if you want to. There is no gossiping going on at all. Really, there's not. Right? Micah says there's not. We just get together, have a good time. I don't know why I say anything about gossiping. Oh, I know why I did. Because men gossip worse than women do. And we have to guard really hard against gossiping. Right, guys? We're working at it. We're trying hard not to do any gossiping. But we're having a great time, so come on out and join us. And again, we rescheduled the Rocky Bio breakfast for April because it was snowing and stuff on the day that we were going to do it a couple weeks ago. So just keep up with the announcements, see what's going on. And today, you guys have a very special treat today. Nick is going to bring our message for us today. Nick, I can't wait. But before we do, we need to worship some. Are you ready to worship, Micah? He's ready to go.
Baptist Hymnal, turn to number 581. 581. We have heard the gentle faith.